Now, the humidity still a factor on this fall afternoon, but no rain in the forecast. That's the good news as you look inside Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion!
They'll run. This is Bashir Tootin.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Think right open. Rim, think right.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And he's got his man on stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And Lawrence now going to move him around.
32-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Lawrence will throw.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku.
And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
4-yard loss on the play.
Now Lawrence.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown.
Brian Thomas,
his 5th. Touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point attempt here still to come. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0.
Texans nothing.
the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. 19 Texas.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
He's got his side in. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
On the quick, right?
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's complete. It's Okwuegbunam.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
2nd and 5.
Look to high, look to high.
Stroud to throw it.
And a quick shoulder pass here is complete.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Lawrence. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, force the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Hey.
Now Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. Play action. It's Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the 1st down in the process. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Rip, 23.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop. Now 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Red on red.
19-yard line.
Hey, Ginger, 30 left. Red.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And the Texans scoop it. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. And he'll find some room to get this out to about the 14. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Now Stroud. And he's taken down back at his own 7. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
In motion goes the tight end. Throwing now is Stroud. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. And he is going to have the Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake and come back inside. Often to great success.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10.
All right. 11. 18.
And Stroud now to throw.
That's complete. It's Collins. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Stroud looking to throw. This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now how about this? They'll change it at the line. Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
They go play action with Lawrence. Open man, it's Hunter.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Here's Lawrence. That is caught. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Hey, kill. 13, Luke.
Now Lawrence to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
A gain of 7 yards.
Go, let's go.
3rd and goal.
Go. Take right open.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the touchdown Jaguars.
Brian Thomas
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Jags take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got fine.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Red. Hey, Soko.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
11, add it. 11. Red.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And a short gain here down to the
3rd and 3. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
First down.
Red. Darn, they're trying to hunt.
Now Lawrence. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Hey, let's go. Here we go.
Turton.
And that play's not going to get him in as he stops right at about the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Think right.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Bashir Turton
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Put up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn the TV off, 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 turn the TV off.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Easy. Read it, 24. Read it, 24. Hey, Lions. Here we go.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On play action, Lawrence.
And that is taken in by Njoku. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line.
At the Texans 7-yard line.
Lawrence will throw.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards and time on second down.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Go. Same frame. 11, Agate.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll try and do this himself. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Hey, easy. Hey, I'm gun.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Hunter from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Stroud.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First down, Texans.
Stroud to throw it. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Stroud sets up the play action.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And some room to work. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Down the left sideline.
And he takes it all the way down to the 22.
60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Hey,
First down.
check that.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Hey, son. Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Bashal Tutin, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Here we go.
First down, Houston.
18.
And inside give to Jones. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
All right. 18. Let's go.
Here's Stroud.
Complete to Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. But just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. 18.
Back to throw. Stroud. Will complete this one to Collins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
Back to throw again. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of sets him up first and goal.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
Montgomery is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Third and goal, Stroud.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Texans 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right open. Oh, darn. That's hot.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Brian Thomas.
74 yards.
And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point forthcoming.
For the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Jaguars 42. Texans 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some ways they can build on moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or really something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Stroud working out of the gun. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
All right. First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now a 2nd and 10.
All right.
Now Stroud. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Touchdown. Tank Dell.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
It's the score, Jaguars 42, Texans 28.
Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love. Ooh, baby, dangerous.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, Lion! Chill. Here we go.
Now Lawrence.
He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Bashal Tootin,
44 yards.
and the Jaguars have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Next to score, Jaguars 49, Texans 28. Cam Little to kick off.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down, Houston.
Throwing now is Stroud. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Man open, here is Jones. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The throwing again is Stroud.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Velus Jones,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Texans get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Next to score, Jaguars 49, Texans 35.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done. It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Off to Thomas on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Take right open.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Jaguars first down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory. But to throw again is Lawrence.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Red on red.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense